everyone. Good morning and good afternoon, depending on wherever you at. The time of recording, this is episode 186 of the Restricted Zone podcast, and it's a two-man crew today. Mar, introduce yourself to the subscribers out here, man.
What's up, man? Glad to be back. Ready to get this episode going. Just talk some hoops with my guy.
Definitely just want to talk some hoops for my boy Mar. Love you too, brother. Just definitely want to give a public announcement. You know, we haven't recorded an episode. Our last episode was literally 73 days ago, which is all of us are pretty busy individuals. We all have lives outside this podcast. As much as we love doing the podcast, as much as we love talking the sports that we love to cover, because we're all passionate about sports and we've all played sports to various degrees. We do want to apologize to our subscribers. I mean, I remember last time we was at like 250. Now we're at 267. So, I mean, we haven't been on for 70-some days, and our subscribers have been going up. So, I just want to give a great thank you to each and every single one of you guys. Just taking time out of your day to just click on a video and just watch it. We really appreciate it. It definitely doesn't go unnoticed. So, I just want to give our thanks to our subscribers that are, possible fans or just one-time listeners. However way you're listening to us, we appreciate the support. Just leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We really appreciate it. It gets us in the algorithm too. And that's how whenever we drop an episode, you guys could be the first one to hop in, comment, talk some shit with us, whatever you want to do. We're all open. We're down for the battles. We're down for the conversations and debates. So, RGP, man. Mara, anything else you want us to add to it?
I'm ready to begin.
Let's get it, Mar. Let's get it, man. It's been too long, brother. How you doing, man? How you been? Let's start with that.
I'm good, bro. How are you? I got a question for you, bro.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
What has been your favorite series so far?
My favorite Clippers and the Nuggets, without a doubt. Actually, the Knicks and Pistons is right up there. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the Pistons could beat the Knicks.
I've been hearing, I was hearing that before the series started. I mean, I'm a big Kate Cunningham fan.
You're not a big Cade Cunningham fan?
No, I am a
I was
big
gonna
Cade
say.
Cunningham fan. I'm a fan of Cade, but I just don't see him beating the Knicks. I can't see it happening. That was before the series started. I mean, they tied it up last night.
Right.
They could have been up 2-0, but I still don't see it. I just can't see it.
I mean, I won't lie. After game one, because the Pistons looked great for like the first half, and then the second half was kind of like, oh, wait a minute. This is, because they are a young team, and Malik Beasley, he's made the playoffs before, right? Or he's never.
He was on. I think he was on the Bucks like 2 years ago.
He was on the Bucks. Yeah. Beasley's career always been up and down because he's been inconsistent until he got with the Pistons, and he's been flourishing with them. Tobias Harris been in the playoffs. We all know about him. With all due respect, we all know about Tobias Harris. But he is hooping. Listen, with all due respect, he is hooping with the Pistons now. I guess he just needed a new scenery. Kudos to him. But I think the Knicks should win this. But if the Knicks were to lose this, because the Pistons are playing with like house money, right? First time. Worst team in the league about a year ago, turned that around.
Yeah.
They're really playing with house money. This is great for Cade too to play on the Knicks and Madison Square Garden too. So it's like if he had these games like he just had, it's like that elevates. He's showing he's one of the top young dudes. Like the league is in good hands, man. Like it's not always about Brian Curry and KD. The league got a lot of great young talent, man. Cade's just showing I'm him. I'm one of them.
Facts.
So, listen, well deserved too, man. He's showing out, and if the Knicks lose this series, it's time to have some real uncomfortable conversations.
I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if the Knicks lose.
If I would love to have Kyrie Elijah on that episode, because we got to have that conversation, because it's like you guys invested in this team, and Cat played awful. Like
whoa.
Cat played bad last.
Whoa. He did not play awful last game.
All right.
He did not play awful. He didn't get the ball.
He didn't get the ball. He
Jalen
was.
Brunson. What did Cat shoot last game?
Hold on a second. I got.
Yeah, please tell me that since Cat played bad. Like I'm not even the biggest Cat fan, but
You're not
I
the
don't.
biggest cat fan, but
I'm not.
hold
I'm
on.
not. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, "Cat, my man, he didn't." But I'm
Cat
rooting.
had 10 points, 0 for 3, 5 for 11, 34 minutes, 4 fouls, 6 rebounds.
He only
Just,
shot the ball 11 times.
I mean, but
But what?
but you know what? This is what I told someone in a group chat, and he a Knicks fan too. I told you definitely got to meet him. I told him, I said, listen, it's gonna come down to, I don't doubt Jalen Brunson doing what he's gonna do. Jalen Brunson is gonna do what he's gonna do regardless. I don't think he's been proven in the playoffs that he elevates his game when it's playoff time. This series is gonna go down to Cat. Like Cat has to be.
You think so?
Oh yeah, he has to be, because if he doesn't, because the Pistons definitely got the talent, they don't got the bench and they can't shoot.
The
So
what?
that's
The
the
who got the talent?
the Pistons got the talent. They got the
Naming.
young Cade. Well, see, when I say talent, I'm thinking of like Jaden Ivey, who's hurt, and Asar Thompson, definitely one of those talent. He definitely is. That kid's a beast. Oh, he threw
I
his
didn't
head
say
back.
anything.
He threw his head back. Just
You
listen,
named
he
three
can't shoot
people.
now. He
You
can't
named
shoot
three.
now.
You named three. You
Jalen
named
Duran,
three.
Jalen Duran, definitely. Oh, you throw your head back. You gotta think. This squad went from the worst, and they didn't even have the real second option, Jaden Ivey. They
Bro, you
well
said the
before.
Pistons have as of right now, Tobias Harris is the second best player on the Pistons.
Oh yeah, he is. But they got the talent in terms of like the young pieces. They're actually, they got. Listen, bro. Listen, the Pistons aren't like some. They're not no scrubs, right? They're
What?
not. The Pistons are scrubs, bro. The Pistons are scrubs, bro.
Bro,
They're
did you not
scrubs.
just hear what I just said?
So the
Tobias Harris, as
so
of
the
right
Pistons,
now,
yo,
Tobias
Tobias is. I
Harris is
get
the
it. I'm not a
second
fan of
best
him neither.
player.
But the Pistons just had the worst record transformed
Bro,
into a top five
bro,
seeded team.
bro.
You
If
can't dismiss that.
if I had a basketball team and I told you Tobias Harris was the second best player on my team, you're telling me my team has talent? That's what you're
Yo,
telling me. That's what you're
listen,
telling
you know
me.
what? Maybe the wording is just not it. Maybe I got to use a different wording, because that's wild to me. Like, we're not going to just dismiss the Pistons, but I
Bro,
understand
you
your point.
said,
I
yeah.
understand your point. If Tobias Harris is your second option, yes, that's massively underwhelming. I understand it
Mm-hmm.
110%. I'm not disagreeing with you there. I'm more so looking towards, like, this goes back to what I said. They're playing with house money. They got they got dudes, all right, and the young talent. They got a lot of young talent. They got potential to be two-way type of studs. Like Ron Holland, he can't shoot for nothing. And Sarah Thompson, both can't shoot. If those guys even shoot at least 33% or more, just average enough. Those guys are
Oh, quick
with
question.
those three, Cade and
What?
those three,
Quick question.
it'd be a monster. Hello?
Who has more talent, the Hornets or the Pistons?
LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges. I gotta look at the Hornets roster. I gotta look at the Hornets roster. I would say off top Pistons, but let me look at the Hornets roster.
Please. I feel like LaMelo's working with more than Cade's working with.
No, you but let me see. Miles Bridges, Brandon Miller,
Like if the Pistons win
Trey
this
Man.
series,
Yeah,
like I would
yeah.
actually be
Lamelo
surprised.
Lamelo is playing with a god awful roster. I mean, it's you know it's hard to really fault them. But then that also sticks. All right, so okay, if we're gonna say Hornets is top three talent, which is Melo, uh, Miller, Bridges, it's got to be those three. That's their top three talent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we're going with the Pistons top three talent. We're going with Cade, Ron Holland. I mean, Asar Thompson. than Jalen Duren.
You're not putting Ivy in there?
Jaden Ivey was hurt this whole year. So, but
No,
me
no, I'm
personally,
just saying as roster wise.
okay, roster wise, if I could factor in him, he's Jaden Ivey's got. I hated how he didn't get a chance to be coached under JB Bickerstaff. I think JB Bickerstaff would have unlocked Ivey's game to a whole nother level.
He
Like
wasn't? Oh no,
yeah,
wait, JB's the coach right now, right?
oh yeah,
Yeah,
JB
yeah, I'm
Bickerstaff.
tripping. All
Oh,
right, yeah,
he
yeah, I'm
would have
tripping.
unlocked. Like I hate that he was out for the whole year. What he would like. That's why I say in terms of potential talent. If we're like Jaden Ivey, Cade, and Jalen Duren, I'm debating between Asar Thompson and Jalen Duren for that third spot. I think Asar Thompson, his talent is just as much as his twin brother with the Rockets. He just doesn't get as much time because he's playing. He does, but he doesn't. Like the Rockets, they trust a man with a lot more responsibilities than the Pistons do because they
Because
have
Jalen
they
Green sucks.
Uh, it's hard to say. He disappointed game one in the Rockets series. I was so disappointed. He was the way he was playing like he was playing like Russell Westbrook, and I was like, and not in a good way, not in a good way. So that was frustrating. I know game two is tomorrow, right?
No idea. Could be. No idea though.
Let me see. I
Because they just
because
played yesterday.
game two is today, 9:30.
Oh, you talking about the Rockets? Yeah, the
Yeah.
Rockets game is tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, today. So let's see how Jalen responds. Because they gotta win this game. If they lose this one, I don't
Jalen Green not gonna do nothing.
Well, I mean, yeah. It's like so back to like the Pistons, because you trying to like listen, I do want to say Jalen has improved, but if I'm the Rockets, I trade Jalen Green.
For
Whatever
sure.
whatever to get KD, if they want Jalen Green, go ahead, trade him. We gave you 5 years, buddy. We already we gave you 5 years of development, and you haven't really. And you're number 2 pick, and we're gonna trade you for a former number 2 pick that is from 2007. So you're
You like
still not even
you,
better
you
than
like
the number
KD to
2.
the Rockets?
I mean, I don't know if I would like KD to the Rockets though.
I know what you're saying though. I know what you're saying though.
Like I don't know if I.
Trade him for like a 37-year-old for someone
Yeah,
that's
bro.
only been
That's
in the
the
league for
like
five
I love.
years.
Yeah, bro. I love KD, man. But if I'm the Rockets, like, okay, this is what I'm saying. If you was to trade, if you was the Rockets, Jalen Green. See, but the Suns are gonna. They don't got no draft picks. They gave it, so they're gonna want. That's the problem. They're gonna ask for some. And Rockets, no, I'm not doing it for 37-year-old
Hand over
KD.
Jabari Smith.
I can't do it for 37-year-old KD. It's just 37, man. If he was 32, I'd pull the trigger. Because I could get at least up to that 37. But 37? Nah. And 32, you're kind of gambling with that too. Look at Paul George. And we gave him a
Yeah.
contract that if the Clippers home, the place that he's born and raised doesn't want to outright give him a contract. Why on earth would that's why they really should have
No,
been
they
fired.
did. They just didn't want to. He just wanted a no trade clause.
No
He
trade
wanted
clause.
he wanted a no trade. He wanted Kawhi money with a no trade clause, and Kawhi don't even
He
got a no trade
he
clause.
he he wanted to do what Bradley Beal did to the Suns. Yo, think about it. They gotta trade KD because of Bradley Beal. Think
Yeah, it's a
about it.
shame.
They had to. It's really because of Bill.
It's a
He don't
shame.
really gotta move. Like Bill was. Imagine his career went 360. He went from averaging 30 something, I think, 1 year. And we was
Yeah.
debating whether he was a top 3, top 5 shooting guard. To now it's like this guy. Man, look how his career did.
It
Man,
stinks. I get it.
that's wild.
I
That's
get it.
wild. You're gonna look back at his career and just remember, like, you're the guy that really just flamed. Like you know what? At your peak, for a solid 9 to 10 years, you was like one of consistently the top 10, top
You
5
should have
shooting
never
guard.
got that no trade clause though in the first
Oh
place.
yeah. Yeah, the Wizards are idiots for getting that. They got a new ownership and GM. That was the old GM and ownership that gave that contract. The new under the new Wizards GM. No, they wouldn't give him that contract. Nah, that's a horrible contract.
Yeah, for
Bradley
sure.
Beal really handicapped the Suns. The Suns was just in the finals when you think about it. Now they're about to really go in
Which
the
they should have
rebuild.
never been in, but that's another story.
Ah, eh.
They should
I
have
see
never
where
been
you're
in the
going with it because I
finals.
remember we had this conversation very vividly at the
Neither
end of
one
the
of
year.
them teams, the Bucks or the Suns, shouldn't have been there, but
But it's
that's
like,
what happened.
hey man, that's part of the game, bro.
That's what happened. So
So it's like it's hard to put that. It's not like they caused it. It's like that's part of the game. So
okay. So how
I'm
many
gonna go
games you got the Pistons winning the series and then?
7 games. This is stretched
All
out,
right, I'm not
but
mad at that. But I would
but
be really surprised. Like I keep telling people that because I know people that have the Pistons, and I'm just like if the Knicks win, I've said the Knicks. If the Pistons win, like I'll be generally shocked.
they're
Like
really playing with house
I
money
just
now.
don't see it.
If the Pistons win, I'm gonna be paying attention to every like. I'm gonna be glued to that TV because they're really playing with house money. Then, like, yo, when you playing with house money with freedom like that, it brings a whole different side of the game right there. And I think JB Bickerstaff, he ain't going nowhere. He's gonna lose in that second round, but that's gonna be one of the most entertaining second rounds that we're probably gonna see because they're gonna give it to who. If they lose, they was to lose, they will play who?
They would play Boston, right?
Oh yeah,
That's the who's the who? What's the Knicks?
Boston to sweep them.
They're the fourth. This is the fourth. This is 3-6, right? The Knicks were third.
The Knicks are 3-6. The
Yeah.
Celtics are. I gotta look up the standings again.
All right,
The,
so yeah, because I know, because
the,
I'm
the
a
Celtics is two. The Celtics is two. So
so 2 and 3 play and
yeah,
1 and 4 play.
yeah,
So yeah, because it would be the Pacers and Cleveland,
and
and it would
that
be Boston and Detroit.
Boston will sweep Detroit though. You know what? I
Yeah,
give it no. I give Pistons a game.
I
I
don't.
give Pistons a game.
I
Because I'm
don't.
saying they
I'm
playing with
even. I
house
don't.
money. They really playing with house money if they go there. Like they're
There's
really gonna
no
win.
way they keep up with Boston. They don't even shoot enough threes to keep up with Boston.
No, they don't. But I'm banking on like the defense. Their defense is like if they keep it up the way they was keep like until the second half of the first game one and then game two. But I gotta be honest with you, if the Knicks lose, Tom Thibodeau got to get fired. Overplaying guys,
Yeah,
uh
Tibbs
shortening
is.
the bench when you got really can utilize like he's never utilized his bench. He's never utilized his bench throughout the season to where guys get enough game rep and game action to where they can be ready for the playoff. And then when he throws these guys that's never seen at least more than 1,000 minutes, 700 minutes in the game, and you're throwing them in a live action with intensity game series, and they fold, and you sitting there looking at them like the scrubs, but it's so
That's
much.
who really be folding Mikal Bridges. You talking about Cat?
Man,
Mikal Bridges,
that I'm
that
telling
boy.
you, this is why I'm saying like the Knicks, like if the Knicks to me are not a championship, they'll never be a championship team. I wish Lodge was on
They're
there.
a poor man
I
Celtics team. They're literally built like the Celtics. You got Jalen Brunson, and then you got Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart in the backcourt. That's supposed to be Derek White and Drew Holiday. And then you got Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brown, OG Anunoby, Jason Tatum, Cat, Porzingis. They're just a poor man's Celtics
a
team.
poor man Celtics teams, huh?
They don't click like the Celtics at all. Like they're a grinded out New York team, but they
Like
they don't they're not it. They're
I
not
just
it.
think, yeah, if the Knicks lose, Tom Thibodeau has to be fired. Gotta be fired. God, you lost to the Pistons, and that's no disrespect to the Pistons.
No, it
But
is disrespectful because it's the Pistons and their second
nah,
best player is Tobias Harris. So if you lose to a team whose second option is or second best player, even if he's not the second option, like even if Tobias Harris puts
right.
up 10 points, that's still the second best player
Listen,
on the
listen,
team.
listen, listen.
Like
I'm just gonna say this much. It would be some very uncomfortable conversations that would have to be had if the Knicks lost.
facts.
Like that's
Facts.
all I'm gonna say. Like it's we just go ahead to lay it out there. Like I'm watching them that whole summer. Like what you guys because you guys really can't do nothing and really make any moves. You guys are
Mm-hmm.
cat. Cat contract is gonna kick their ass. Well, I don't know who necessarily, and I think the Wolves still won this trade. Randall Baldwin.
Oh my gosh, here you
I
go with
stand on it,
this.
bro. Listen to
Neither one
me.
of them are gonna. Well, look,
Right.
I got the Knicks. I got the Knicks making it out
Hey,
the first round. The Timberwolves ain't
go
gonna
look
make
up
it out the
Randall
first round.
and see what he's doing. I've watched them, the Lakers, and I'm watching that series. That man
I'm a
Randall put
Laker
in work.
fan. Like, of course, I'm watching Julius Randle, but
That Randall put in work. Cat kind of looked like a weenie, you know.
excuse me.
So
But what
listen,
are so
no disrespect, Cat. I'm playing with you.
if the Knicks make it out the first round, and we know the Timberwolves not, how did Timberwolves win the trade?
That's a very good point. I
It
would still
is.
have to say, like, let me ask you, who's better, the Lakers or Knicks?
We're winning the championship, like the Lakers. Like,
So I'm saying, so let's judge it by the quality. Like, is it? Can we do that? Can we? Because like, I don't think. Listen to me. Me personally, it's not an out of realm possibility the Wolves could beat the Lakers. I hope people
what,
understand it. Yes, bro.
bro?
If you
Lakers
one
in
of those,
5.
you one of those people that think Lakers in 5.
The Lakers in 5.
Oh, dude.
Lakers in 5, bro. They're not winning another game. They're
Yo,
not
you
winning
really
another
saying
game.
this right now?
They're not. How do you see
Oh
them
man,
winning? How do you
that's
see
crazy.
them winning?
All right, listen, it's okay. Rudy, I think the Lakers and I think the Wolves realize that Rudy Gobert can't play in this series. I think the Lakers pretty much showed them that he need to as long like Jackson Hayes, as long as he's not on the floor, Rudy Gobert has no business being on the floor. And man, I just hate when you got a guy like that when he's that much of a he just handicaps you that much. Like that's just man. I feel like and that goes back to even trading for Rudy Go because me personally speaking, they should have traded Rudy, but who was gonna take Rudy's contract at his age? Who would want his contract? And so they had to trade Cat. Cat was younger, had way more potential. He is
They didn't have
talented.
to trade Cat though. But
Well,
look.
technically,
Let me
they
paint this
really
picture
the
for you.
second apron, they was gonna have to like if they okay, this is what it was gonna look like. You bring Cat back in, and I think they probably go to the conference if they keep the same roster. Because hey, why not? Right? Let's see how they
Mm-hmm.
far they go. And let's say they do make it to the West. If they don't make it to the finals, which I still think OKC, like they still
What?
going to the finals.
Okay,
OKC
see
going
to the finals.
brother, brother.
Do y'all hear this man right
We
now?
gotta do playoff predictions. Listen, guys, this episode, you know what? We really initially planned on doing playoff round one playoff predictions, but we realized that the series playoffs has already been kind of halfway deep. Game two is
Thunder
already
to the
been.
finals. The Thunder
So we're gonna
The
actually.
Thunder are
This is
gonna
kind
beat
of
the
like a
Clippers.
freestyle.
I got the
Hold on,
Clippers beating
let
the
me just
Nuggets.
address like the listeners and the subscribers who's listening right now.
Ethan, man. I'm
So
gonna drink my
so
smoothie.
guys, this is kind of like a good basketball discussion between us. We're putting our thoughts and perspectives and free flowing and bouncing off each other's ideas and or perspectives and what we think of the NBA season a whole. So yeah, Mar, I think OKC going to the finals, man. I think we something crazy. Listen, man, that man Shea MVP. Um,
Okay, I'm not mad at that. He's
yeah,
the MVP in my eyes.
he's MVP. He's MVP. Jokic is like, you know what? In my opinion, Jokic probably should win it, but
I
SGA is playing like he's one of the most efficient guards.
don't know.
Like
Yeah,
we
for
talk about
sure. And
like
he's always healthy. He's
yes,
always there.
like the last time we seen a guard had an efficient season and spectacular season and their team was winning by so much because they had ended like they was like the main factor for that. It was Steph Curry back in 2016.
I can agree with that.
So it's like it's hard to because it's like if you give it to Jokic, like we gotta really look at this MVP award and just be like, and we gotta look at the past winners too, and just really and it really gets subjective then. Like it really starts being under fire and scrutiny because it's
So what
like
is your MVP criteria?
it's hard, bro, because I feel like it changes every single year. It's like when you think you have a fixed idea, it's like it changes. Then it's
No,
always
you're
about
facts.
narratives too. That's always one of the main things too. I just feel like SGA, in my opinion, as a guard, what he's doing is extremely effing impressive. Plus the fact that this guy, listen, I watched college ball. I'm a Kentucky fan. I knew he would be good. No one thought. The Clippers didn't even think. And I think that's why people laugh at the Clippers. I'm saying, yo, hindsight is 2020. I don't care what nobody says.
Wasn't he
Yeah, it was
drafted by the Hornets?
he was drafted by the Hornets. They traded Kobe and Shea. That's crazy. You crazy. That's Hornets shouldn't even have a franchise anymore. I think J. Cole the only thing keeping it up at this point. But no, shout out to the Hornets fans though. Hey, bro, stop, bro. We gotta show some respect too, though. There's some Hornets fans out there, bro. Believe it or not, there's some Hornets fans out there. Uh,
Sadly.
I couldn't be one. But with that being said, if y'all guys like, you know what the thing is, you guys, they just gotta remake their whole roster. And I don't know what you do with LaMelo. How long do you keep him on the squad? How long does he stay there until he's like, hey man, you know what? I haven't done nothing in my career. Like I've just been going home and going to Cancun every summer, like
Right.
going to Mexico and going like I'm out here. I'm watching, you know what I mean? So I don't know. The Hornets, they're such a weird place. LaMelo, yeah, man. I don't know how that like it depends what they do in this year's draft too. Like this is the year,
So,
like if they get a top 5 pick, Mark, we be ready for that NBA because you're the one that's gonna be hosting it. Be ready for that NBA mock draft. We're gonna do a lottery one, and then we're gonna kind of we're gonna do a lottery
bad.
one. Yeah, we're gonna do pre-lottery, then post-lottery too. Then we're gonna probably do like a version right before the draft too. So be on the lookout. See if you turn on the post notification, guys. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You guys could be the first people to tune in and be ready for the episode. But no, the Hornets, if they, let's see what they do with this draft, and let's see what the coach do now with a new leadership, and let's see what LaMelo really does. And LaMelo just hasn't been able to stay healthy. That's another thing that makes me look suspect about his future. He's never able to stay healthy. Hasn't played at least above 60 games since.
Dang.
Man, I don't even know. I don't even know he's ever played above 65 games. So it's like that's one of the main things that make me hold back on LaMelo. So it's like, and he's talented is not even the question. Like the shots he be shooting be like, this guy's playing 2K in real life, like real life 2K animation dribbling moves. Like he's really just, but but
But
that goes.
back to your Thunder to the
Yeah,
finals.
OKC going to the finals, brother.
Y'all beating the. I got the Clippers beating
SGA
Denver.
MVP, that.
Y'all beating the Clippers.
I believe we could beat the Clippers. It'd be a tough. Listen to me. The OKC is equipped, man. The playoff experience is, I wouldn't say 80% there. So I think it's enough for them to go ahead and get this W.
I'm not
Listen to me.
sold. I'm not sold on who's your third option. I'm not sold on y'all having a third option.
What? Our third option could be between J Dub.
So who's your second option?
Chet Holmgren.
Yeah,
It's really
y'all lost him. Y'all lost him because he's not it.
No one has a better bench than us.
He's not it.
Nobody. Not one team has a better bench than us, especially not the Lakers. You guys are crazy. You guys
We
play
got
LeBron.
We got Luka. Why we need a bench?
You guys played Luka 40 LeBron.
We got Luka. Who needs a bench?
And all, but that always Bron's 40. That adds up.
Bro, you just said your second option is Chet Holmgren.
Bro, listen to me.
Like what? Who's scared of a Chet?
68 wins. Where's the disrespect at? This is crazy.
You're one of them people. You're one of them people that fall in love with the regular season. I don't believe regular season success translates to the playoffs.
Okay, that's fair, and we could debate that because it really depends on team to team. But listen, I don't think the Grizzlies are a fair Oh, okay. Look at what they did to them. The Grizzlies are awful. I feel like when
Mm-hmm.
they play the Clippers, and if they're able to execute half of the dominance of what they've been able to execute with the Grizzlies, I think people would give them their due respect because the Thunder. Listen to me. I'm a OKC. Listen, we argued back in high school about OKC. The prime Russell. Listen to me. This OKC team is legit top two, one of the best OKC squads.
Mm-hmm.
Like from talent to like the bench, their depth. They got start out. I've seen them have games where they let the bench play the entire fourth quarter, 5 minutes in the third, half. Like yo,
But
seriously,
I'm just not.
we
I believe in Shea. Shea's gonna show up.
Shay's gonna show up. People,
Jalen Williams can get. I believe Jalen Williams can average 18 to 20 points.
he will. And
It's
it's
just
his
after that.
defense.
I don't know who you have after that.
He's a true two-way stud, bro. He's
I don't believe
really.
in your third option. I feel like Jalen Williams is the second option. I just don't believe y'all
Some
have a
would
third
say that
option.
if you ask some OKC fans, they would say Chet. Some would say J Dub. They're
No,
both
Chet is
excellent.
disgusting. No,
Why?
don't do
It's
that.
crazy
Don't do
like that.
that. Don't
It's
do
crazy like
excellent. Don't
what?
do
Why?
excellent.
Why do
Don't
you?
do excellent.
Why do you disrespect Chet so much?
What is Chet numbers? What did Chet have last game?
Let me see. Chet Holmgren.
Don't be
Listen,
doing Chet is that excellent. Don't do that.
Chet Holmgren had 20 and 6 for 14, 11 boards, 2 assists. Hey, stop, bro.
6 for 14.
Listen, bro, you gotta
That's
understand. He
stop
was
it.
hurt a majority of the season. He came back last month in
Exactly.
April. He came back.
Exactly.
He came. I mean, I said last month, March. He came back in March. He played a couple of games. He's still listen to me.
That's the downfall.
No, he's gonna be fine.
That's the
He's already
downfall.
adjusted. He already adjusted. By
That's
game,
the downfall.
but
You
why?
got to think about it.
What
You
better
know.
team to get adjusted with than the Grizzlies? They're not gonna. No.
No, but you have to think about it. Like whether you play Denver or the Clippers, y'all are gonna be banging. Like us,
Oh, 100%.
we're gonna run through Lakers at 5. We're gonna
You're a Lakers
Lakers
fan,
at
yo.
5. We're gonna run through the Timberwolves, right? We're gonna run through the Timberwolves. Do you know who we
Really?
play after? Do you know who we play after that? We play either. We're gonna play the Warriors. I got the Warriors winning, beating the Rockets. We're gonna play the Warriors. We're not.
You got
The
the Warriors
Warriors
beating the
not gonna
Rockets?
bang us.
Okay.
The Warriors not gonna bang us up.
Warriors are gonna cook y'all. They ain't gonna cook y'all, but they gonna. It's gonna be.
They're
a
not
6-7
gonna
game
bang.
series.
Shut up. Shut up.
What? Why
Shut up.
disrespect Jimmy
Shut up.
Butler, playoff riser? Steph
Bro.
Curry, playoff riser.
Every team we're playing doesn't have a third option. We're playing the Timberwolves. All they have is Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards. Nas Reed can score, but I'm not scared of no Nas Reed. I'm not. He doesn't even start. I'm not scared of no Nas Reed.
Yo, you disrespecting the Wolves is crazy.
And then we go to the Warriors.
Let me give you information. You know, after the trade deadline, the Wolves went 27 and 4.
Here you go, bringing up this regular season.
I'm just saying, like Julius
Randle
came
regular
back
season.
and they've been balling.
Here you go, bringing up this regular season.
All right, go ahead.
Listen. We're playing. Listen, after we take them out in 3 more games, we're playing the Warriors. Who's their third option? None of the teams we're playing have every. Listen.
OKC has the third option, bro.
You're gonna run. I'm not worried about no Chet, bro. And then, let me tell you. No, let me tell you this. I don't want to make it sound like I'm being disrespectful. I'm not worried about Chet because I feel like he came back late in the season because he had an injury.
That's true.
And like I said, he's gonna be whoever y'all play in the second round. Y'all are gonna have to be bang. It's gonna be 6-7 games banging. He's gonna be down there banging. He's gonna be down there banging against Zubac.
I don't doubt your reasoning, brother. I really don't. Your reasoning.
Like I know you have Hartenstein and all that, but He's still gonna be. He's still like y'all are just gonna be too. Y'all are gonna be too tired, bro.
But no, you see, that's when you said tired. You're not listening when I say they're benched, brother. You're really under. They really could roll out another. Their bench, some of their bench would start on some NBA playoff squads. Like their bench, they could roll it out. Do you know their bench? One of their big men, their backup big man, had 5 triple doubles this season. Like
how many minutes he played last game? You talking about Jalen Williams?
Yeah, Jalen Williams.
How many minutes he played last game? You go with this regular season shit. In the 2 games they just played the Grizzlies, how many minutes has he played in both those games? And y'all won the first game by 51.
19 minutes the first game.
Y'all won by 51.
That's cool. All right. And he played
And
5 minutes next game.
It's 5 minutes in the second game.
Listen, bro, it's okay.
So
bro.
if you're playing the Clippers and the games are close, don't make it seem like they're about to just throw these niggas in. Don't do that, bro. Come on, we talking basketball, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Talking basketball.
Don't you do that.
Okay,
don't you do that. You're throwing in if y'all play the Nuggets, you're throwing Jalen Williams in there on Joker. Okay. Makes sense.
Bro.
Okay. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. We're talking about, bro, you keep talking about this regular season. You keep talking about this regular season. You go ahead and throw in Jalen Williams on Jokic. I bet you get fired. I bet you get fired.
He's actually done it before. And that's the crazy part.
I bet you get fired.
Yo, you're right. I wouldn't do it though, but you're right.
I know you wouldn't.
But listen though, I'm just trying to tell you though, bro. OKC has the depth to avoid that tiredness, like you said. Like I said, the coach is very strategic, and I think OKC. Listen, at most they'll make the conference finals if they don't make the finals. But I think they have what it takes to make the finals. They got that backup. They got the
if
backup.
Y'all make it to the conference finals, you're not beating us.
Are you crazy? They got the backup big man that I felt like we should have beat the Mavs, but because we didn't have a backup big, that's what hurted us in the end. And now we got that sole flaw that hurted us last season, and we made up for it with Isaiah Hartenstein, who's been flawless with OKC system.
No, for sure. Hartenstein is
Yeah, he's been like.
I just don't believe in Chad.
Like when I say match made, like he fit in the system of OKC, like Alex Caruso too.
Mm-hmm.
You got Lou Dortz, Cason Wallace, and Alex Caruso.
None of them can guard Luka.
They gonna make it hard for him.
Stop it. No, because no. Because specifically, I wouldn't dare
say anyone can stop Luka. But if we gonna make him sweat, he gonna sweat like he came out the
last
pool.
year
He gonna work.
In the chat last year, y'all was, the Timberwolves got Anthony Edwards, they got Nas Reed, they got Jaden McDaniels. No, don't cut me off. I kept saying Luka is 6'10", 250, 260. Everyone kept saying Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards, Nas Reed, all these people y'all kept saying is gonna guard Luka. I'm like, bro, he's bigger than half the people that y'all are naming, and y'all keep saying they're gonna make it hard for Luka, and it was lunch meat.
Well, let me just point this key information out before I continue my rebuttal. Luka not 6'10", bro.
So
I don't care what you said.
What are you about to Google it?
Yo,
what you about to Google it?
Knock it off, bro. We not
what you about to Google it? Can you Google KD height for me? Since you want to Google height, Google Giannis height while you at it.
KD 7 feet. We all know KD 7 feet.
But it doesn't say that though.
Bro, Luka not 6'10".
So what is he?
The guys that are 6'7", and he's matched their height. He's
so
not 6'10".
So what is he?
6'7", bro.
Where are you getting 6'7" from?
Hold on, bro.
Where are you getting 6'7"?
You really want to do this? Like, this is crazy.
Like, you always do this. Every time I say Luka 6'10", 250.
Luka 6'6".
Bro, you might as well cut the camera off. You might as well just cut the camera off at this point.
No. It's 6.7. It's 6.7.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at hold on a second.
Bro. Can you whatever you're looking at? Can you look at
Stat Muse? Can you
look up Giannis? Can you look up Giannis height on Stat Muse?
All right, I'm about to look at it right now.
Please do me that. Do me that real quick.
Do me that. Yo, it really do me that. 6'11". That's practically 7 feet.
And you believe that?
He's 7 feet though.
And you believe that?
Right, Giannis not 7 feet with shoes.
You believe that?
He's not 7 feet.
You believe Giannis is 6'11"? That's
No,
what you believe.
I think he's 7 feet. He's 7 feet, but he's Luka 6'7", bro. Luka not 7. You cannot say. How do you look at Luka and think 6'10"?
Because everyone that y'all said that was gonna guard everyone.
Where?
Oh my God! You gonna let me talk?
Go ahead.
Every time y'all say someone can guard Luka and they put him on him, he's really, really bigger than them. Like, people be like, how does Luka get his shot off? How does Luka just get to the lane and just float it over him? Because the motherfucker's 6'10". Like, y'all really think he's 6'7"? There's people that's 6'7" guarding him and they're small next to him. Like, how do you not? If you watch basketball, you see it.
I watch it and man, listen to me. All right. We gonna see. Let me see. Randall 6'9". Is it
where you getting that from?
Randall, what you about to say Randall height is, yo?
Look up Jason Tatum height.
What you about to
look up Jason Tatum height.
What you about to say about Randall, bro?
You probably believe Bron's 6'8" too.
Bron not 6'8"?
Yeah, here you see my point exactly.
Why? What Bron height?
I've heard NBA players say these niggas aren't those real heights. Like, I've heard NBA players say that. Look up Jason Tatum height.
Julius Randle, 6'9", stat news.
Look up Jason Tatum's height.
All right, I'm about to look it up. Yo, we doing height comparisons right now. This is crazy. Jason Tatum,
you really believe
6'8".
And you believe that?
No, I don't.
No, my point exactly.
He's 6'9", but
6'9".
Yo, bro.
You believe Giannis? You believe Giannis is under 7 feet?
I think Giannis 7 feet. Giannis is
so that's wrong.
Huh?
So that's wrong for Jason Tatum and Giannis, but not for Luka. Okay.
Luka's was 6'7".
Okay.
So was 6'7".
Like I said, you believe that for you believe it, but not for Luka.
Okay, Luka 6'10". We'll go with that. Because we'll go with because listen to me, bro. I'm just saying. I look at him. I think maybe it's because he look a little bit stockier. He look a little bit, I don't know, but he not 6'10".
Why does nobody block his shot then?
Huh?
How come nobody blocks his shot then?
Luka's shot been blocked before.
Oh my gosh! When's the last time you see? When's the last time you see his shot get blocked? He goes to the paint. Why don't his shot get blocked? Since he's only 6'7".
Yo. All right, listen, more. We just go ahead to see when we watch. When I watch the game, I'm gonna have to really when he stands and gets switches in between defenders. I'm gonna see how bigger he looks when the defender is guarding him.
You can see it like every time. Like you acting like he gives a bump and creates a like crazy amount of space. He literally just goes to the paint and just does this.
He's
with no problem.
Listen, bringing it back though, OKC is going to the finals. I think it'll be OKC and Boston. I think that Boston will go instead of the Cavs. If the Cavs go, I wouldn't be surprised neither. But I don't want to go. I want to say off for the predictions for the second round before we even get off. We just,
who's your Cavs? Who? How do you feel about? All right, so since we're talking about the Knicks losing to the Pistons, what happens? What happens if the Bucks lose to the Pacers? What happens there?
It'd be another round of uncomfortable conversations, and it's like, what's the
does Doc go?
They probably won't fire him. They should, but they probably won't. But Giannis is like, the whole NBA world is just gonna be on like Giannis watch. Because it's like, it's unacceptable at that point. And it is like, Giannis is playing some of the best basketball of his career. Like, he's, like, this season.
Giannis could win MVP.
Like,
he's not, but.
Giannis is a special case. And then he developed a mid-range jumper. And that's crazy that he got it before Simmons. And I always said, I just say, Simmons,
No, let's keep it on the Bucks. Let's keep it on the Bucks.
Yeah, still on the Bucks. But no, Giannis watch, because it's like you got a generational type of guy, and you guys are massively underwhelming. And it's just to the point of like, Giannis has been making like subtle comments in post games interviews. He's like, "Hey man, if I gotta look for a team to be competitive, and like earlier on inside the year and probably previous years, like maybe the past 2 years, making little subtle comments." So it's like, hey man, the Bucks, if they lose, they just can't lose in the first round. But I think it's gonna happen, to be honest with you. Dame hasn't played bad. You gotta think, blood clot. He hasn't played basketball. It's different from an injury to where you can still do physical activities, keep your stamina up, or at least a blood clot, man. So stamina, he's got to get game rep, all of that. I think he's gonna look rusty probably. I'll be surprised if he doesn't. If he comes back looking natural, okay, I changed my tune about that. Maybe the Bucks win this game in 7. I think the Bucks got Giannis. I think that's the difference maker. When you got someone like that, a guy who
That's
can
what I
will
was
you,
gonna ask you.
yeah, yeah,
Is Giannis good enough to beat the Pacers by himself?
yes, yes.
You think so?
Gian, yes. I think
Think
Giannis is one of those guys. You got to put him on that category with the Jokic's, with the Kawhi Leonard's, with like he's like a
Yeah,
special
but
point
Jokic
guard.
never beat no team by himself. That's the thing. Jokic ain't never beat a team by himself. That's why I'm asking you, do you think
Jokic,
Giannis
yeah.
is on that? Do you think Giannis is
No,
good
Jamal
enough to
Murray's
get?
not a okay. Jamal Murray not an all star, but he is an all star in my eyes.
But that's not what I'm saying though. Like I don't want to make it seem like I'm comparing him to LeBron, but like when you used to watch the Cavs, you like ain't nobody about to beat Bron in the East. Is Giannis that good to where you can not? I'm not gonna say beat the Celtics because their
Ah,
team is stacked, but is Giannis at least good enough to beat this Pacers team by himself? Like even if Dame didn't come back, let's say Dame didn't come back.
if
Is
Giannis,
Giannis truly really that good to beat the Pacers on his own?
hmm, that's a great question. Um, when you put it like that, I really think about that and say,
Because I had the Pacers winning before they announced Dame was coming back. Like I knew Giannis would average 35, 40, 15, or whatever, but I just I
yeah,
just
I
don't
don't,
think he was
yeah,
that good. Like not and that's not me trying to shit on him or anything,
no,
but
it's not his fault. It's just he just don't have the. Kyle Kuzma pissed me off, literally. Like if anyone betted on Kyle Kuzma, you legit he was on your hate. He
if
really
anyone betted
outdid.
on Kyle Kuzma shouldn't be betting.
Oh
Let's just
yeah,
get that out there.
he outdid Tony Snell. He's like the new face of that now. Really, like you're like 29, 28, dude. Oh, they're never gonna let him live. He can't never talk shit. Seriously. Podcasts as he go on, he's gotta be humble, man. I'm one of them dudes, I throw it in your face. You was jogging out there. I could do that. Put me on the NBA court. 25 minutes, jogging up and down. Boy, let me do that, man.
I feel you.
Cause I'm saying though, look how if I'm Giannis and I look to my side, I see that. What do you think going through my mind? Man, what am I
I
still
got
doing?
nothing.
Like, what am I still doing here, man? So that's why I'm saying, like, the Bucks just can't afford to lose in the first round. But they're probably gonna lose in the first round. And now we're on Giannis watch from then on.
You think he
I would
leaves?
well, I would listen. We'd have to see we had to check his temperature. Because and then it's like it depends how you guys go out. Okay, Dame. No, it's just unacceptable. Regardless.
Giannis is the ultimate competitor. Like
Yeah, it's just
he came
unacceptable.
out and said, I don't even want to work out with you guys in the off season. I want to bust y'all ass. I don't even want to work out with y'all in the off season. Like he's that type of competitor. Like I don't want to off season workout with y'all. I don't want to do that. I want to do my own thing, come in and see y'all in the season. That's the ultimate competitor. And if you can't keep him happy, I don't
Yeah,
think they made it out the first round like the last 2 years.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. They massively, but it's been the injuries. Giannis been injured, so it's just bad luck.
I ain't trying to hear that.
The injury bug. Chris Middleton age caught up to him, and he was going through his injury period.
Yeah,
Uh,
he would have been better than Kyle Kuzma. I can tell you that.
he wouldn't. He probably be in street clothes right about now. So
He
who's
would
to
have.
say that don't make that much of a difference?
Kyle, that's what I'm saying. Kuzma put up a donut. What's the difference?
My man really played 26 minutes, no rebounds.
I think he played better games. So I think he would have got like 12 points, something like that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm listen. I'm just. I didn't even get a chance to watch that game. I fell asleep when I got back from work. But man, I'm so mad I missed that. I heard that game was even more competitive than the other one.
Bobby Portis had 28 off the bench.
I know. Listen, I'm a big Bobby Portis fan. He's one of those guys comes off the bench, knows his role, executes, plays with intensity and passion, heart, competitor. I love it.
No
Always been a Bobby
facts.
Portis fan. He's a guy I would love on my team. The Sixers had a chance to grab him a few years back, but oh man, I don't even know if he would have maximized his potential had we used him. I don't even know.
Probably not.
Doc Rivers was still the coach at the time, so he probably would have screwed them over. No, Doc Rivers is still the coach in the Bucks right now, so he probably would have did it well. That's all the more reason why we shouldn't. The Sixers are poor. Daryl Morey got one more year, man. He got one more year, man. And it's really championship or bust for the Sixers, Mark.
Oh, I know.
It's no second round. It's not even a conference finals is settling.
You got a
We
lot
go,
of rest.
we go to the finals or Joel. Listen, buddy,
That ain't gonna happen,
we're gonna get like 6, 7 draft picks out of you. Or at least we're gonna try to at least.
Yeah, I can see that.
Cause like it's no point in keeping you no more, Joel. But I don't even. I hope is he even gonna be healthy enough for us to trade him? That's my biggest worry. I don't even think we'll ever be able to trade Joel. Nobody will take Joel's contract with his injury history.
No facts. I can see that. I can see
That's just the
that.
truth. Paul George, no one's taking Paul George. He's gonna retire when he's done.
How you feel about the Cavs? You feel like the Cavs? You feel like if the Cavs don't make the finals,
A part of me, the Celtics are gonna try to go for their 2P. I think the Celtics could do it too if OKC doesn't win it. But if the Cavs go to the finals, I'm not surprised. You know, earlier in the season, I was calling them the Atlantic Hawks, like the 2015,
yeah,
2015 late, like, oh yeah, these guys. Cause listen, man, then because the Cavs been in the playoffs as a high seed and they, just flamed out. So it's just
hmm
like, but Kenny Atkins, when I watched the team, is something different compared, and it's crazy. JB Bickerstaff had the same squad. He's always done well with it. But Kenny Atkins took him to like a whole nother level, which is wild to me.
yeah,
Kudos to him. But I think the Cavs are something serious this year. Like Ty Jerome just had him come off the bench.
hmm
He didn't play enough minutes during the regular season, but had he played enough minutes, he probably would have won $6 million a year. He just didn't play enough minutes. Uh, Darius Garland, I love Darius Garland. Like I
Darius
love his game.
Garland is
I
nice.
love his
Yeah,
game. I watch Darius like I would watch Darius Garland highlights sometimes if I have enough free time, which I usually don't. And I will watch some Darius Garland highlights. I think that's why I'm so excited about Rob Dillingham on the Wolves. Like I think he got that potential. They just gotta, Mike Conley's keeping him under his wing. Show him, and I think that's what better veteran to have as a point guard than Mike Conley. I think one of the most underrated
yeah,
point guards of all time.
yeah, for
Literally.
sure.
So excited for that guy's young man's future. But yeah, the Sixers are done. I don't care for the Sixers too much, to be honest with you. I don't think we'll ever win a title in our lifetime, respectfully. That's why we got the Eagles on the Super Bowl, and I got my
Oh
college sports.
gosh.
So
Anyway,
how I'm
anyway,
rocking. Yeah, how I'm rocking, Mar. I got a lot of things to keep
anyway.
me distracted from the pain being a Sixers fan. Then I got OKC, so it's like, hey, hey, we all good over here, Mar. You see what I'm saying? But you a Lakers fan now, huh? You taking a
I'm a
trip to
Luca
LA?
fan.
You
You
taking a trip to
know, LAL, Los Angeles Lucas. You know how it is. You know how that goes.
Listen, bro, we gonna end the episode on that note because that's ridiculous, man. I'm gonna
Wait,
let you.
hold on. Quick question.
What?
Can you
Talk to
look
me.
on Stat Moves and look up Nick Young's height? I just want to do that real quick before we end.
I'm cracking up.
Just look up Nick Young because I've heard him say out his mouth what his height is. So I just need to know what Stat Moves says it really is in your words.
I ain't even gonna say the height name. We gonna end it off like
Say
that.
it, please. Just say it.
I ain't making me look
What does
bad.
it
We gonna let it
say?
go on that
What
though.
does it
Listen, we gonna let the
say,
subscribers
bro?
look at it.
That's
The
it. To be
subscribers
continued,
look at
man.
it. Look at it. You guys
You
search
owe
it.
the fans to tell
The
them
fans
that
will
to
search it
tell
up
them his
themselves,
height.
bro. We're gonna end the episode on this note. Episode 186 of the Restricted Zone podcast. I love this episode. We would, like I said in the middle of it, we originally planned to do playoff predictions.
Lakers in 5.
No, you crazy. The Wolves are
Lakers in
winning.
5 against the Wolves. Lakers in 5 against the
Lakers
Warriors.
in
Lakers in 6
6.
against
Lakers
OKC or
in
the
6.
Clippers.
Lakers in
Y'all
7.
not beating the Clippers.
Alternate, maybe hypothetically, Wolves in 7. It's not out of room from error.
You
But
just said
like I
Wolves in
said, guys,
7.
originally we planned on doing playoff one predictions, but two of our co-hosts end up not being able to make it, and we decided to just kind of, have a good basketball discussion about the NBA season as a whole, and give our, topics and thoughts and perspectives, and hopefully you guys enjoy this episode as much as we enjoyed recording this episode. We've been away for a very good time, and we do apologize about that. But each and every single one of us carry a lot of responsibilities, and we got a life outside of the podcast. But we are committed to this podcast. We're gonna put our foot on the gas, Mar.
For sure.
And we're gonna keep pushing out episodes every week. That's it, man. For real. Just turn on the post notifications, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what you think, positive or negatively. Criticism, we want to hear it all too, so we can use it to reflect and improve and evolve. So don't hold back. We're open to criticism. We got tough skin. We appreciate it, guys. Mar, OKC for the chip, man. Say OKC. OKC.
LAL, man. Los Angeles
uh,
Lucas.
yo.
Luca.